and Aquaculture Authority. This statement was issued on Thursday, May 2nd, and distributed to all board members of the National Fishery and Aquaculture Authority, including the Office of the President. So we want to read out to the press so that you will be aware of our decisions. As it is written here, our counts are, whereas the Director General of NaFAA, Madam Emma Glasgow, has become dictatorial and overbearing to listen to her professional colleagues at the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority in moving the entity forward for the betterment of Liberia. 2. Whereas the Director General has refused to adhere to the intervention of the board chairman of NaFAA, the Houses Committee on Agriculture, Fisheries and Forestry, and other well-meaning Liberians. Whereas the DG has violated the rules and regulations and on employment, dismissal, retirement, and so forth by the competent authorities, a standard order of the CSA and the Decent Work Act, Liberia 2015, and labor practices, laws of Liberia, and the rule of laws in general. Whereas the DG has consistently violated Section 6.6 of NaFAA Human Resource Policy by removing employees' names from payroll while on steady leave. Whereas the DG utterly disregards and violates Section 2.7 workplace harassment and playing for policy violators of the revised NaFAA Human Resource Manual persistently for more than 6 years. Whereas the regime of Madam Glasgow is highly characterized by huge salary disparities, despite same qualification and job title, and frequent restructuring of budget due to off-budget spending, even though the budget has never supported line activities reflected in departmental work plans. Whereas, under her stewardship, all employees' salaries are subjected to NASCOP deduction but never remitted, thereby affecting employees' future benefits. Whereas, Madam Glasgow grossly violated the Code of Conduct for public officials by using NaFAA and state resources, money, and material for political party campaigns throughout her stay at NaFAA. Whereas the DG Glasgow has involved herself in financial improprieties, wrongful revenue generation, not beneficial to the government of Liberia, registering of string vessels, namely Sakone, Army, and Kama 3. The above-mentioned vessels carry out experimental fishing activities in the territorial waters of Liberia for a period of 2 years, 2021 and 2022, instead of the 6 months intended due to personal financial benefits, thus establishing an offshore revenue benefit in Senegal for her. Whereas, during the so-called experimental fishing, the most lucrative species of shrimp, scarlet shrimp, was overfished as opined by the consultant due to the lack of control mechanism because of the DG's personal benefits. Whereas the DG unilaterally cancelled the construction of NaFAA state-of-the-art administrative building valued but chose to misappropriate the funds by buying herself a car valued at $138,000 United States dollars and generators for her purpose, and renovating a 3-bedroom house as an office building for over $250,000 United States dollars. The World Bank has proposed again for the recent reconstruction of the Liberia Sustainable Fishery Management Project, the construction of the headquarters, but again has refused unilaterally that NaFAA does not need an office space, despite the limited workspace and the unprofessional work environment. Whereas the DG has refused to provide transportation bus for staffers while she rides a luxurious $138,000 car for the past 6 years, and stopped directors from using assigned vehicles while she uses the vehicles to commute or hairstylists from Ghana, personal investors, and friends from Nigeria. Now, therefore, our friends for the press, the employees of NaFAA through the Workers Association, NaFAA, have resolved to present these grievances to the board members for redress. We are no longer in the position to work amicably with Madam Emma Matthew Glasgow as Director General of NaFAA. We have therefore declared a vote of no confidence in the leadership of Madam Glasgow. We are therefore hopeful that the board members will favorably respond to our grievances with growth of NaFAA. Let it be known to you, press, that during Madam Glasgow ascendancy to power at NaFAA, adequate financial, material, and human resources were available and inherited from BNF under the MOA and BNF under Lima, under the administration of Madam Ellen Josie Selly, to start the smooth operation of NaFAA. Courtesy of the World Bank WAF project, the EU-Liberia Sustainable Fishery Partnership Agreement, and the Private Sustainable Tuna Privacy Agreement. Besides, press, BNF and WAF have also prepared long-term revenue mobilization and implementation plan for the fishery sector prior to NaFAA creation as autonomous agency. It is also important to note that Madam Glasgow came to NaFAA with zero fishery management experience. She has heavily relied on the expertise of the same professionals she abuses and denigrates daily. She instead used the entity's finances to build her public relations propaganda machinery to create a mirage that she has done exceedingly well for the fishery sector, and used state resources, including donor supplies, to drive her political agenda. More importantly, her anti-attitude position is less of passion for the sector and more of what she garners from the sector, which has made her super rich. Done under our names and signature on this second day of May 2024 at the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority, NaFAA. Sir, as the Padre John, General Secretary, NaFAA, and Songari Kanu, Assistant Secretary General, J. Alexander Mablin, PRO, and Jeremiah Wampluna, President, NaFAA.
In this light, I'd like to present this petition to you, the press, that you can peruse to do what it's going to do. You can ask your question.
Outside the premises, Chief?
Yes, are we not employee of this place?
We are employee.
By the instruction of the
No, the problem
By the
is
instruction, listen.
we have problem with the institution and our press conference venue. The press conference venue should reflect the building. That's what we say.
You see what we told you guys that we have.
What a long capis, what a capis. I mean, defy that full again. What full again? I mean, get him in.
This is
no, you cannot do that. This is what we are going through. This is what we are going through. This is what we are going through. We are going intimidation and harassment. Intimidation and harassment under the leadership of Madam Glasgow. This is what we are going through. We are being intimidated. We are being intimidated. We are being intimidated daily. We are being intimidated daily and harassed under the administration of Madam Glasgow. We are being intimidated daily. We are being intimidated daily and harassed under the administration of Madam Glasgow. This is what we are going through on a daily basis for the past 6 years.
we are being intimidated.
Because Madam Glasgow
I'm a man. I want
was the eye.
Korea, and Madam Glasgow move my name on the table.
We are banned.
All of the stakeholders and all of the board
So this is how we are being harassed. This is how we are being harassed and intimidated on a daily basis.
We cannot allow you to do this to the press. We cannot do that. We cannot allow you to do that.
Excuse me, Joel, please.
This place does not belong to Madagascar. We don't understand that. This place does not belong to Madagascar. We are employee of NaFAA. Yes. And the people we are employee of NaFAA. This place does not belong to Madagascar. This place, Madagascar should not feel so entitled to this place. Yes.
So you think that the press conference was
it was disrupted by Madagascar. Our press conference was disrupted by Madagascar. Madagascar doesn't want to see what's going on here. She doesn't want the public to know what's going on. But what we're telling you, we will come up with unjustified action, and when we come up with our action, this institution will no longer function until we see redress from the board. We did not say communication to Madagascar. We said communication to the board. Therefore, we have no right to go to Madagascar. We have no company in Madagascar to disturb Madagascar. Madagascar has called us to her deputy for administration to settle things with us. We said no. We sent our communication to the board. We cannot talk with you. Until the board call us, that's the only time we will discuss the issue.
So I'm seeing only a few out here. This is Workers Association. Others are not.
Yeah, we are the leadership. We are giving a board for the 8 hours.
Now the press conference was on. You saw armed police officers
by the instruction of Madagascar. Armed police officers by our press conference by the instruction of Madagascar. Yes, we are giving a board member for the 8 hours, including the office of the president. I said, let the president. Please stop. Please stop. We can stop. If the armed police will do anything like this, nobody to leave from here. Let everybody stop here. Let us stop. Action will be taken here. So this is press harassment that the police is doing.
But you gotta be put here, officer.
You see why we are speaking of. You cannot ask police to ask the general man of the place. There was no law that coming here. Madagascar is harassing the press. Madagascar sent armed police to harass the press.
Yeah, so
you are still occupying the building of NaFAA. Beyond Sambu. You know where Sambu is.
And we are
Which Sambu? Which Sambu?
You know where it is.
I don't know.
So we remain respectful of them, and we make sure that
you are harassing.
They harassing that we are and we are told the
Jonas, we are no longer passing here. We are outside the gate of NaFAA. We are passing here. Ask me any question here. You want to ask me?
I was asking why you are reading your statement.
Yeah.
Why you are
No.
Ask me any question you want to ask. Ask me any question you want to ask me here. I'm not passing here.
The armed officer.
all right.
The armed officer.
This is unfair.
Because he was paid. He's a paid agent for Madagascar.
He's in Madagascar special body anyway.
I don't know that whether Madagascar.
Yes, as you are about to do the press conference, we saw the armed police officer come.
Yeah.
What's the next?
So I told you that we are giving the board members 48 hours to respond to our grievances. If the board member does not respond, including the office of the president, we give them 48 hours. After 48 hours, an unspecified action will be taken at the offices of NaFAA that may bring embarrassment to the generation of revenue.
The unspecified action, the worker will be informed, the people will be informed on the unspecified action.
This place is not NaFAA premises, there is MPA premises. No corruption, there is not NaFAA There's an NPA premises. There's an NPA premises. What do the NaFAA? They play not NaFAA. There's NPA. Jelly, that's on the beach. Follow me on the beach. I will talk to you from the water. Say the role for NaFAA.
You're not professional. You're not professional. What instruction?
You I asked you to use NaFAA premises. This is part of it. You should be beyond
This is not NaFAA premises.
The symbol is beyond
No, there is NPA premises. There is not NaFAA premises. We are left NaFAA office.
You are conducting a press conference. You are conducting a tweet. If you are doing it, do it answer.
Is that what Gregor come to you? Is that what Gregor come to you? We call him. We are association here. We work here. You understand? Maybe you read it.
I will take it. I will take it. Put him in a bash no more. Wait a minute. Take a photo. Please show me a bash no more. No. Please show me a bash no more, officer. Please show me a bash no more.
You got no bash no more.
You don't get badge no more, but you're stopping people.
You want to take my photo? Take my photo. Can you get me? No, we coming.
Cigar. So so he.
Recall me. I'm the president.
This is not the primacy on NaFAA. You intimidating people. You intimidating the people. They play is not the primacy on NaFAA.
We can leave.
Take our picture. We don't have anything to do.
I know. You put email. You press man.
That's why he did.
Yeah, so just conclude so we can call this.
Yeah, as I was saying, you said what will be our next action?
Yeah.
We said we issue this press statement for the no confidence statement. We distributed it to all the board members, the statutory board members of NaFAA, as the president appointed them most recently. So we distributed them, including the president's office. So we gave them for the 8 hours to respond to our grievances.
The 8-hour ultimatum.
If not, an unspecified action will be taken. And if those actions are taken, the revenue generation for NaFAA will be affected greatly. And there will be action that will not be good for the image of the nation because of our international partners. Glasgow has been intimidating and harassing on a daily basis, as you saw it for yourself. She has a personal police officer assigned to her that intimidate people wherever she goes. So this statement should serve, and the action you see should serve as a witness to this statement, so that the board can respond to it urgently.
To add up, in section 6.6 of the Human Resource Handbook, our affected. Emma Glasgow went to school on a Manasseh leave at the time she was working with the Agriculture Ministry. On a WAF, she was receiving $8,000 US dollars. She went to her smoking and collect her salary every month. I left 2021, went to South Korea, Puyon National University, to acquire knowledge. I received money. I get all the necessary documents submitted to the HR department for my wife to take my salary. Mana Glasgow went to the HR forcibly to redone me. When you redone somebody, you must pay them off for their service. Mana Glasgow have not done that. I wrote the board. I wrote the board of the institution I went to. The board wrote her. She refused to respond. The board wrote the HR. He refused to respond. I came back. One of the cover a lawsuit, and she came and said I should come back. And I came back. Up to now, my 17-month salary, it was 18 months salary I went for. My wife received only 1 month. My 18-month salary, my 17-month salary I have not received it yet. I got a letter to that effect. I wrote the board chair, I wrote Mana Glasgow, I wrote the technical honorable Monubala, Mr. Bois, the HR. Up to now, I can't get my money. She and her husband, she and using number make a achievement. Her husband go to maritime working, using number they came here making 2,000 plus US receiving scratch car, receiving gas, for which professional people at NaFAA are now receiving scratch car and gas. Using number they were making $2,000, who is now a professional? It's a mirage to professional at NaFAA. So we call on the board to come in. And I also call on the board to make sure that Emma Glasgow Metty gave my 17-month salary.
You say how many persons?
That want the scholarship?
No,
this
the total workers of NaFAA are 206. And the association leadership represent that 206 person here. So we are the leaders for them. They told us to speak for them, so we are speaking for them. This is not affecting one person. Madam Glasgow is at the National Fishery and Aquaculture Authority admiring wealth for herself. The experimental fishing that took place was for the benefit of Madam Glasgow. It was not for the benefit of the institution in Liberia at large.
How long have you worked here?
So I have been here since 2016.
And you worked with Madam Glasgow for 6 years. We didn't see you say any of those things. Why are you saying it? Is it because the government have changed and probably you do not want her here anymore? Is that why you can do all of those statements?
Thank you so much for that question. Under the past administration, Madam Glasgow was the eye of the administration, was the egg of the administration. She was untouchable under the administration. So in that administration, Madam Glasgow dismissed people without letter, without complaint. She suspended people at her will. Madam Glasgow take decision unilaterally with total disregard to the opinions of her deputies and her CEO staff. No one have saying when she speaks. Anything she say is the law and order during the administration. So as you see rightfully, you saw police pushing her outside. So if you were to stand during the past administration and speak in the face of Madam Glasgow, you were absolutely out of NaFAA. People spoke their mind and were taken out. And one example is one of our former director, Mr. Glasgow Topa. Because he spoke the truth to Madam Glasgow, he was dismissed as director of MCS. And also Mohamed Lavali. So people were working here in fear and intimidation. So even the Workers Association, during the past 6 years, we tried to establish that Madam Glasgow put hot to it that we could not establish the Workers Association, despite it is provided for in the Human Resources Manual of NaFAA. So that Madam Glasgow allow us to form this association. That's why you see we are speaking out for the workers.
Can I speak to that?
Yes. After the inauguration.
Can I say you are doing all of this because you see that it's a new administration?
No, it's not a new administration because the ills have been there, but they were not uncovered because of the situation of the day. But now that the ills can be uprooted, that's why we are doing it. As I told you, we were black.
Anywhere you go to court, you go to the bowl, it's a mirage.
In fact, someone who was not part of the bowl, Mr. John Davis, Madam Glasgow included him on the bowl. He used to attend board meetings, and he is not a member of the bowl. NaFAA has a statutory bowl.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
so that's how she was.
Can I speak to that a bit? The first thing we're saying here is that we are here as leader of the Workers Association. Madam Glasgow, you said why you did not speak in time past. We did not speak. I will tell you why. This is a leader that when she enters the office, the charter said that it's given to justices of the Supreme Court and the Chief Justice of the Republic of Liberia. She wants us to hear that charter say when Madam Glasgow enters your office, when you don't stay, Madam Glasgow will suspend you or Madam Glasgow will sack you. That's what we've been going through. We could not talk. Look at John David. There where we get our moral account. LBDR. The board that was formulated by President Bouaka in recent time, you never heard of Glasgow during the past regime. Madam Glasgow brought John David was serving on the board. And Madam Glasgow made $13,000 here. When you pay professional people $400, Madam Glasgow net salary is $7,000. Her special allowance is $3,000. Some job is $3,000. You calculate it excluding scratch car and gasoline. Right? Madam Glasgow made $13,000 here. You pay professional people $400. Look, I tell you what. Madam Glasgow convenes a meeting. She called a reconciliation meeting, right? She called all of that. It was when the election was up, 1 month to the election. When she called a meeting, she called some of us who were very vocal in the meeting. At the time, I received mobile from the institution for the past 3 years. Madam Glasgow, I'm not giving a gas. She has not given scratch card. I'm the logistic officer for the Liberia Sanitary Observer Program. I have to meet the observer to the pier to go on a vessel. She has never given gas. But because when the regime changed, Madam Glasgow want us to stand by her, she called me and told the director of administration to give me gas and a scratch card. I cannot do that. If you think you see her, do it retroactive. I've been here since 2016. We came here with Madam Glasgow, she was one FNC staff. So with the Future Monitoring Center, we've been going on vessel. When they say future, we are here. This man is our observer, this man is our observer, I'm an observer. We've been going on vessel. We go on vessel, we don't have insurance.
The vessel owner pay $30, Madam Glasgow get $10 per day per person. The vessel owner, the company get $30 per observer per day. Madam Glasgow get $10. The international vessel, they pay get $30. Madam Glasgow get $15. Now, as we speak, you have the tuna vessel, the private tuna vessel on our water. There is no observer on the vessel. Who does to keep the pool in compliance? Madam Glasgow can receive the observer fee. She received the observer fee and share it. What to do with nobody know. So we are calling on the government and the board. We can no longer sit with Madam Glasgow and her colleagues to discuss anything. Until the board can call us, we will come up with unspecified action in the next 48 hours. Our letter going to the president, it going to Dr. Nita, it going to Abi Mudal, the Minister of Commerce, Labor Minister, all of that. That's why you see, Madam Glasgow always disrupt people. Madam Glasgow disrupt people on the basis of failed post, right? People here, they are among us. They will call you the care to Madam Glasgow, she call you the next day and dismiss you. When they appointed other ministers in this government, we are related to them. When we start to jubilate, Madam Glasgow said we're jubilating her removal. I personally was confronted, this man was there. Oh, it is Alexander Mabi, then I celebrating my removal. Who does that? Why are you doing that? The place does not belong to you. Don't be so entitled to the place. Madam Glasgow recent time to go to Royal Grand Hotel and be boasting that the team, she will sack, she will air attorney, she will sack, she will dismiss people. That's a mirage. That's a joke. Alexander Mabi, I'm the official spokesman, PRO for the Workers Association. Madam Glasgow, we will never and ever work with Madam Glasgow here again. We tell Madam Glasgow, why you can't reinstate these guys? There's a guy, I will show you a photo. I will show you a photo. There's a guy who went on the steam vessel. He's John B. Peto. The man took sick on the vessel. He nearly died. We work Madam Glasgow. Madam Glasgow said, "There's a service control. I can't get anything." I and the John Mabley initiated a collection in the building. All of the observers pay. We give it to that individual to go to hospital. Call it as we speak. Those professional people, Derek Kone, Washington David, Matthew Topper, Emmanuel Topper, Madam Glasgow lay out all of them and she bringing in people. For what we see, these people are professional people. They belong on international vessel and local vessel. As I speak to you, one of them are just buying one bottle of zinc to face a place to move there. They gave him notice because he's not working. He called me every day. Why Madam Glasgow behaving like that? I spoke with Madam Glasgow in your car. The 138,000 vehicles she got. I rode with her one time, my first time, when Joseph Walker won the election. I went to Madam Glasgow. I told her, Madam, you got to reinstate these people. This boy too sick on the job. You are saying he's a service contractor. But you don't take on a job. Why the institution can make some money available for this man to go to hospital? She refused to do that. Derek Kone, Matthew Topper, all of them assured these people to Madam Glasgow. These guys are all professional data collectors. This is a database institution. Why would you pull out the data collector and bring in people who sit in the office as HR assistant and they look at your need and say, oh, you can't work today on that basis, Madam Glasgow will suspend you. You look at people, somebody will call people and tell to you, they play recording to you. You start there, Patricia Kodron Jare. We feel late. We feel late. The hymn boss say, the policy boss say, when you can't let 4 times, it's equivalent to what? 1 day absent. There should be salary deduction. But because Patricia Kodron Jare posted, thank God, Liberia has won the election, Liberia is about to progress. Madam Glasgow said, Patricia Kodron Jare is what? Opposition. Madam Glasgow suspended Patricia before calling Patricia for investigation. Who does that? You suspend a woman before calling her for investigation. Why are you doing that? Madam Glasgow is after everybody, almost all of the directors. They say that I challenge any director. She not speaking to most of them. Director leaving for here to go for WhatsApp in Ghana. Madam Glasgow gave her clothes to the people to do laundry and document in Ghana. They carry the clothes. Madam Glasgow said one of the dresses are problem. Director, when you pay, I will sack you. They collected the money and pay. The directors are here. If I'm lying, they will tell you. When we got here, we worked with BNF 2016, Madam Glasgow. You met William Wabwa as director of BNF, coordinator of BNF. We kept you on salary. You went to a city for your master. They kept you on salary. But then, your regime as director general, people go for study leave, you take their leave from payroll. Why are you doing that? This man is a victim. This man is victim. So we are no longer in a position to work with Madam Glasgow.
Thank you. Thank you.
And last information I want you to carry. Madam Glasgow, as I said, is here to amass wealth for herself. That experimental fishing that was done, it was not done to benefit NaFAA, neither the country Liberia. The law provides that experimental fishing be done for 6 months. But since Madam Glasgow were in cahoots with those guys that are doing experimental fishing. 2 years. 2 years doing experimental fishing, and they were fishing the most lucrative shrimp species called scarlet species. If you go Google on your phone, $63. How many for 1 kg of scarlet species?
He almost died.
Shrimp. That's what they were catching 2 years. It was only by the mercy of the EU. It was only by the mercy of the EU that experimental fishing came to an end, because the EU threatened to give Liberia a red card if they did not put stop to the experimental fishing. So by the mercy of the EU that we had the experimental fishing to come to a halt. If not, Madam Glasgow Bay and Cam will be getting fat on a daily basis, as it is real now fat in Senegal. So take that information with you. She's here to amass wealth for herself, but not in the interest of the sector.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Secretary.